Hi YouTube, this is Bio here. Our first video for the 2022.
2023.
Oh, excuse me, that's right, 2023. Boy. Many things has changed in the world. And I have to be honest, if you're European, member of the EU, I'm sorry, but you guys are screwed. I know it might not sound nice, but I don't know what happened to you people's brain. First, the vice president of the EU get busted with 85,000 euros in her apartment by the Belgian police, and she's forced to resign because she was taking cuts under the table. Now the president, Ursula von der Leyen, aka Ursula von der Crazy, was discovered that she had been texting messages with the president of Pfizer 9 months before her purchase of the vaccine for the European Union, something like about 900 million. God, and they accuse the Latinos and the Africans to being corrupt. And they have a PhD on corruption, but never mind, let them be. Now the mama bear is on their neck. They don't even have weapons to defend themselves in case of the real war, but that's their problem. Like on the movie, there's a stupid is a stupid ass. I don't want to tell you anymore. You just read the news, the other side news, because over here they tell you all kinds of lies. What I have for you today is two things. You see this on my neck? This is the neck light. Okay, this is a neck lamp. The product model is GH8, Golf Hotel 8. Charge input DC 5 volts, 1 amp. Power 2.5 watts maximum. Made in China, of course. Now, the little lens right here move up and down. The switch is right here. Okay, I'm not going to shine to you, right on you, but you can see it's flexible all the way up, all the way to the bottom. And it has a little yellow color for reading. So you can read in bed. And the other one is a little softer white light. So they got three type of illuminations in there. Now, why do you need a neck light? I have to be careful because that's my producer idea. Some people don't like the headband, the forehead band. They hate it. They want to wear a hat, they want to wear a soft cap, and they don't want that. So this is the solution. And because the head moves up and down, I tried the other day when I had some electrical problems in my fuse box. I still call it fuse box, okay? People call it different names. I stick with the old style. And then I just did when I lined it up, and then I had two hands to work without moving my head, with the headlight. So it has some practicality. And also, for charging, they have the regular style phone, so you don't have to buy a special equipment. It's the same, right here. It's a regular phone thing, phone switch, phone cable. But this is the new style of phone. The one that is a little bit wider. See, this is the new wire, this is the old wire. So, it charges automatically. The only part that you can complain is that you cannot replace the battery. But the price is 19 bucks, right? Close to 20 bucks. No, $13, excuse me. That's right. I got my producer send me a message with both prices, so I want to make sure that I don't tell you a lie. real quick. Let's go to WhatsApp, and then I tell you the right amount right there. Okay, the neck is $13, and then the light is $27.91. Well, I'll tell you about the light in a minute. So this one can be charged on the regular power outlet, or you can use one of these new, well, it's not new, it's a solar power, but you just get the little adapter right here from the old style to the new style. Not a bad deal. Now this adapter came with this right here, look. Now the first time that I saw this, it was on a video made by the very young Russian prepper. He has a little cabin on the woods, and then he goes to a weekend, and he showed this one, but with the special woman, the special charger. One of these. I think this one is still $9.99, and this one has the little thing that indicates the. This is right now 75%. Each little light represents 25%. So if you leave it outside with the power pack and turn it on right at dawn and then turn it off right at dusk, it lasts you 2 days with one of these. Now if you have this connected to this one, it lasts all night long, and then an hour or 30 minutes of the next night. It's just not 48 hours. It's only about around 12, 13 with the sun charger. Okay, and with this one, without using the solar charger, it's 24 hours. It's 2 nights. Now, why do you need this? For emergency, you know, the power goes off now that we had the problems at the East Coast, West Coast. Now even the FAA is screwing out, telling orders to the airliners not to take off because they got some kind of problem, but they couldn't say what kind of problem. Now, I know you heard about the Pentagon talking a year ago, Elizondo. He was in charge of the special assignment of UFO stuff. And I believe this one Tuesday, today is Thursday, Friday the 13th, but I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday that the system in the East Coast, all along the East Coast, it was ordered by the FAA, nobody takes off. That's very powerful, the order. But they never explained why. They told everybody not to take off. Now we know that it had to do with the something in the airspace. More than likely it was a UFO. I said more than likely. They're not going to say anything because you know what happened. They talk about little green man. Oh, you're crazy. You know, idiots. This is what I like about the Chilean government. That and the Russians and somebody else. I don't remember who. I think it's France. They talk about that because they put money to investigate those UFOs, OVNI cases. And Chile is very good because they document everything, and then you go straight to the paper. If you want to read, you can get official documents, so they don't hide anything. So these are the 2 things that actually I have 3 of these light bulbs. I have one over here. Emergency. I got one to the bathroom. You need one to the bathroom, especially if you're male. You don't want to make a mistake and sprinkle all over your wife or your girlfriend will hang you high, dry. So you put one in there, and the only thing you have to do is click over here and light. Now these 2, set of 2, that was the one that was 27. $27.99. Yeah, $27.99, and this one was $13.99. Now I don't own the company. I'm not poor, but I like to give you stuff that save you a lot of headache, especially if you're a male, because the ladies don't want to wear the head forehead lamp, and then you cannot make them do that. But now with this one, you can turn it down and they can see where you're walking at nighttime when it's really dark, or you can read a book with the yellow light, so they're not going to bother you. See, it's very soft, the yellow, very soft, and it's only $13. So it's a good purchase. And this is what I have for you. Be patient. I wish I could tell you everything is going to get better, but I doubt that. Problems in Brazil. Lula took over the president for the third time. He was elected by a few elements paid, but you know who. Those who always screwed up around the world. And they have the evidence to put a lot of people in jail because they were taking outside money to destroy the democracy in Brazil. Peru is practically a civil war, and the South is going to divide from the North because the president got kicked out because he's socialist and he was doing good. He was open to everybody, the people. He did not believe in the selective few. Chile had problem with indigenous people, so if you pay attention, every country that has some lithium, which is South America, it has internal problem. I wonder why. But as long as they don't start killing left and right, like the no brain Zelensky, then it should not be too much of a problem. I feel sorry for the people in Kiev and Ukraine, because the leaders are sent to the slaughterhouse. And they had no weapons, they had no artillery support, they had no aviation support, they had nothing. I saw a video that there was I think it was a motor platoon, a motor section. There was a motor in the middle, a small one, maybe 40 millimeters. And the main guy was dead, it was hit. So this guy on the left side, he was leaning back hiding, and the front guy was putting the head down, and he got an officer. I know he was an officer, and he yelled something in Ukrainian about the Ruskies. And I guess the team leader kind of says, no, that the shooting was too close. And then he goes, the officer, Ukrainian officer, goes, he killed the two guys. There was another guy 20 meters in front. He heard, he saw, you could see the camera that he looking around, he like, F you, I'm not doing anything for you. I don't know what happened to that officer, but this is why the U.S. Army created the word frago in Vietnam. What is a frago? It's a deviation of the word fragmentation grenade. F-R-A-G, fragmentation. So just put the O to make it sound in Spanish, frago. They're going to frag your tails. They're going to kill you, basically. And that happens all over the world when you get stupid officers that don't know what to do. They lose the support of the soldier, which is normal. That is normal if the officer above you don't know what to do. So they either want to get killed or they kill the officers. Point blank. That's not a secret. It happens in the Roman legion. It happened in the Ottoman Empire against the Romans. It happened between the Spaniards and the natives in South America, the conquistadores. I mean, it's human nature. You don't like it, you either say, okay, I quit, kill me, or I kill you because you're making a lot of mistakes. And the officers in Ukraine are making huge mistakes. Huge mistake. So, we know what's going to happen. They're on denial, but eventually Mama Bear is going to take over the whole east of the country. Not the whole country, the whole east. and then the investment of money, $45 billion on the U.S. Who knows how many much more from the Europeans, but to no avail. They're losing, and they're losing big. Too bad, because a lot of people are getting killed for nothing, absolutely for nothing. Sorry to bring this up, because you're gonna see in the next few weeks how it's gonna get worse and worse. And if you're one of those believers that don't cross over and look on the other side of the coin, you say, hey, what happened? What happened? Nothing. Look, it was bound to happen, but you only listen to one side. Oh, this is interesting. I live in Texas, so the economy of Mexico is very important to us. The economy of Texas is based on Latin America, not in the USA. We sell outside, we don't sell inside. So if south of a border the economy is good, we make money. I don't want to rub it in some faces, but people outside Texas and the USA, our controller just told the House legislature that started the session, I think it was on the 8th, January 8th, they had 27 billions with a B extra on the budget, so they can distribute the money accordingly. 27 billion extra of what is designed to have Texas. That's a big chunk of change, guys. That's a big chunk of change. I don't want to talk about our surrounding the states, because the economy is down. I don't want to talk about going north, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Illinois. Ooh. But this is the way that you're supposed to do business now, okay? And if you are in one of the states that you hate everybody else, you hate the brown people, you hate the Russians, you hate the green, you hate the blue, you're not going to eat. Sooner than later, you're not going to eat. Nothing's going to be on the table. Pay attention to that, guys. If it's time to move, move. Okay, YouTube. That's enough for now. Behave. Remember, for emergencies, this is not as bad. This is not expensive. This will save you a lot of headache with your loved ones. Behave, and talk to you later.